Next, though, the UN's denounced a new British immigration bill as a recipe for stigma, misunderstanding and ethnic profiling. If passed, the law could trigger a crackdown on refugees and temporary migrants, leaving them homeless and expelled from society. RT's Polly Boyker has the details of this new draft law.
Well, this proposed immigration bill contains measures that would make landlords liable to fines if they're found to be renting out properties to illegal immigrants. It would also ban banks from opening bank accounts for people who are in the country illegally, and it would also make temporary migrants liable to payment for medical treatment on the National Health Service. Now, all this, according to the UN's refugee agency, would contribute towards a climate of misunderstanding and ethnic profiling in the UK. Now, in practice, they're simply worried that for landlords and for banks, it's extremely difficult to tell the difference between a legal asylum seeker and an illegal one. Sometimes it's very difficult to see through the documents, or to understand these documents and understand migrants' statuses, and they're worried that some people who are in the country who are in a genuine need for these services, for housing, are simply going to be denied, even though they're in the country completely legally. Well, Mark Harper, the UK's immigration minister, has said that this bill would stop migrants from abusing public services, and it would make it easier to remove the people from the country that aren't supposed to be here. But the government's really got to be seen to be tackling the issue of immigration. It really is, in terms of public opinion, the #1 concern. A lot of people are very wary of uncontrolled immigration, about the perceived strain that it's causing on public services, schools, hospitals, housing. And of course, the Conservatives are leading up to an election year, and they've got to be seen to be tackling the issue. But according to the UN's refugee agency, they were perhaps a little bit overzealous in the way that they've drafted this law. And in fact, it's not the first time that the UK's policies, social policies, have come under fire from the United Nations. Earlier this year, the UN's special investigator on housing warned that the very controversial bedroom tax that came into force earlier this year was causing, to quote, shocking hardship in certain parts of the country.
Well, to catch up with the UK's latest immigration plans and to see who they're going to affect, we invite you to go to rt.com. We've got the latest there.